everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play inside of my world. In today's episode, we're actually going to be finally doing something that I've been planning to do for like ever now. Actually, it was at like the very start of my episode 2. I was like, I want to build a mage tower over there, or wizard tower, if you will take, or whatever you want to call it. But I want to build a wizard tower over there. You guys will see. Maybe I could just creep over onto my little roof. Yeah, right here. I've actually started like laying out some of the foundations, but you guys are gonna see this is gonna be like a big epic wizard tower. And you may ask, Kayvon, why do you need a wizard tower? Because they're cool. Is there like any other reason to like have a wizard tower in your world? Like, no, there isn't. But anyways, actually I was thinking about giving this world actually like a name or something. I'm like, because like we don't really have a name for our world yet, so I'm like starting to think like, oh, what should I name my world? I was like thinking maybe like Nebulos or Ethereum Craft. I don't know, but we'll figure it out pretty soon. Darn, I forgot to add. Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we're not doing the Hall of Fame this episode. Actually, we'll just go down and rename everyone because I kind of forgot to grab a name right now. But oh well, it's what it is. If you guys are new here, the Hall of Fame is just pretty much a like section where I dedicate to my subscribers. Be like, hey, thank you for commenting on my video. Oh, in order to get out of the Hall of Fame, if you guys are new here, you have to comment down, subscribe, and like the video, and that's how you get into the Hall of Fame. Then you get placed on the wall like one of these lovely people. So that's pretty much it. And then once our channel hits a new milestone, then we are just pretty much going to make a new section. We'll like put a door right here. Be like, all right, this is it. This is the 100 subscriber section, which we are about to hit pretty soon. So yeah, these are all the people that have joined so far. So if you guys would like to join, and if you are new here, then just subscribe, comment down below, and hit that like button. So let's now move on to the wizard tower. Finally, I will say it took only a little bit to gather the resources, but I did have to do a lot of like planning and see how I wanted to build a wizard tower. So the base below is just going to be made of, as you can see, stone, like so. So I think I'm going to start by doing a time lapse. We'll build the entire stone base of it, and then I'll see you guys when that's finished. So as always, I will be giving you guys a time lapse with my voiceover because I don't want you guys to sit through this long video and just be like, oh, this is boring, he's just building and not really giving any commentary. So anyways, you can see in the beginning I pillar up 13 blocks, which is like the initial height of the base. And you also see me running right here because I need some scaffolding, but it turns out that wasn't enough. So I went back to go grab some dirt because dirt is always good to just build up with, even though scaffolding is better. You also see I swap in and out of my survival world to check my creative world because I always do build my buildings, or like the bigger buildings I build inside my creative world because I don't want to waste materials or waste time collecting stuff. So I make sure that like, hey, this is what my building looks like, this is what I want it to look like. I'm not going to waste any time, you know, being like, oh my god, look at my survival world and like, oh no, this building's like 5 blocks off, let me change that. No, it's easier for me to change something inside of a creative world than it is for me to change inside the survival world. Right. So you will see me a couple times in the 2 or 3 time lapses. Wait, no, just 2 time lapses. Yeah, 2 time lapses that I will be switching to creative mode sometimes. So I mean, you get a quick sneak peek of what the mage tower looks like. Actually, by the thumbnail of this video, you guys will actually probably already see what it looks like. But yeah, this part was actually the easiest part, I think, in the entire build. The hardest part had to be the right atrium, or like the little like the smaller tower, I guess you could say, just because it was like a pain in the butt to like get the bottom of it finished. This was just very easy. You just had to put out blocks and like add some like minor like alterations, like where you put the pillars, I guess you could say. But yeah, this was a very simple part of the entire mage tower. Even though this was the biggest part of it, it's still, like I said, it was probably the most simple part or easiest to do. Maybe like the most material consuming, no, not even that, because the most material consuming was probably the top, where I had to get a bunch of concrete and terracotta. That was a little bit of a pain to get, maybe, but nah, not too much of a pain. But anyways, as you guys can see, we're almost done with this part of the build, so let's just head right back into it from the time-lapse. Alright guys, welcome back, I guess, from the time-lapse. I guess I could really quickly show you what it looks like from a distance, but yeah, we got the... I wouldn't say like the second main part. I think the 2 most important parts of this build is the base, like I just built, and it's going to be the top. Then all the other stuff just add on to it. So as you can see, that's going to be the base of the wizard tower. That is bigger than my house, actually, so maybe that wasn't the best placement right there. Or maybe my house wasn't big enough, either one. But yeah, so let's go ahead and actually, so what should we do first? I think there's detail on the bottom of the thing, because I did put a lot of detail on the bottom, so like there's a cool entrance and stuff. But yeah, let's actually, let's build the bottom. So I'm gonna get all the materials for that, and I'll be right back. Yeah, so we're pretty much just gonna make like a very detailed bottom, or quotation marks, base to this build, because right now it's very plain. So we're gonna use a bunch of like stone bricks and stuff, and you guys will eventually see when I'm done. Also, we'll throw some lanterns on the side to make it more like bright, and we'll also use some glowstone and purple glass. And yeah, it'll all come really nice together. So let's head right into the time lapse that you would get. Sorry guys, I can't speak well, but that way you guys could see what I am talking about. So you guys will see that I start building from the bottom, as I said before. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with the corners, because the corners are the easiest to do, and then the front bits are a little bit harder to do. And I do apologize if it's a little bit laggy with some of the video content. I'm really like condensing like 2 hours worth of like building into like, you know, a 6-minute video, and it gets like a little bit of laggy, like I said. So please do forgive me if this appears up a little bit laggy on your end. But yeah, you can see the front is a little bit difficult, or not the front, but like not the corners are easy to do, but the sides are a little bit more difficult to do because they have a lot more like more intricate details. And I do end up having to look quite frequently back on my phone, which I have a bunch of pictures of like the build that I did. So it was a little bit difficult to do the side bits, but yeah, it is what it is. You can see here that I do fill up the floor real quick with some spruce wood just to finish that little bit up. And I kind of like mine out the door area for it, and I put a crimson trapdoor, or not crimson trapdoor, just crimson door. So also I use the glowstone because glowstone is really perfect for lighting up the builds, because they're a great light source, and I always like to use them in my builds whenever I can. And if I could definitely blend them in my build, even better. They're just a really just great block in general. Probably one of my favorites. Actually, I don't really know what my favorite block is. I haven't really thought about that. Definitely not glowstone, but glowstone is definitely up there just because it's such an amazing block. But yeah, I think I'm done with the bottom now, so I think pretty soon we should be heading up to the top. Yep, right now. So we're going to head up to the top right now and start building the little platform at the very top. Oh, maybe not yet. Oh, I think this is the part where I had to go gather some resources for the top. But yeah, oh, you can see now I'm checking my creative world to see, oh, how does this work, how does that work, but not too much to it. It's a very simple area. I'm going to go around here with some smooth stone just for like an outline, and then above the smooth stone I'm going to put some wood. You can see here, I think I was going to go eat like a sandwich or something, so that's a little bit of a pause right there. But you can see I quite frequently do that right now. But yeah, now you can see I'm filling up the area with some spruce, and then I'm going to alternate between the spruce logs and the spruce planks. Very simple stuff. And then later on at the very end, not in this time lapse, but I'm going to end up like skinning all the planks. I think unfortunately the third time lapse of me building the right atrium was a bit too long just because of all the intricate details. So I'm going to cut that down a lot so this video doesn't get too long with all of its content. You guys are just going to see the main build. You're not losing too much from not seeing the right time, or the right atrium time lapse. But enough talking about building. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching this far, if you have been watching this far. I really do appreciate it. You know, good news, I guess, for those of you who want to hear good news. My friend Michael, who I started the channel with, is going to be coming back from basic training, like in pretty soon, I guess. So maybe you could we'll start playing Xbox with him again. I'll make some other videos, like Fortnite videos with him. You'll join my survival world. Also, I think I'm going to do a little temporary series. My brother and his friends are having a realm world, so I possibly might join their realm world and do some survival content on that world. It won't replace this one at all. Not at all. I love this world. This world is like my baby. So the realm is never ever going to replace this world. But I might join their world just to see what it's all about. You know, because it's a little bit interesting when you're playing a survival world with other people, I guess you could say. But now, a little bit back to the build. You can see I'm starting to build the cone, I guess, to the top, or the wizard tower-ish thing, I guess you could say. I started off by building the sides with the terracotta bits, and then after that I fill in with the corners with the blue concrete. It's a very simple design. I think I built this, or I made this design for a wizard tower in my creative world a long time ago, and I think I may have gotten some inspiration from some other similar wizard towers, so if it looks similar to something else on mine, that's probably why. I mean, I could go and find what I took inspiration from, but I don't really want to do that. I don't think I was copying anybody's work. I think I was just looking at a picture online. But yeah, so please don't like hate on me if I like copied like some like I don't think I copied though. I didn't copy. I think actually I just I did the top bit and that was it. But if you actually look at it, for the wizard tower, you could actually change the color scheme any way you'd like. I use blue because I love blue. Blue's like one of my favorite colors, but you could like switch it up from red. So instead of using blue terracotta, you could use red terracotta, and then instead of blue concrete, use red concrete. You know, just like keep that same idea in mind. You keep the light gray terracotta, keep that always, in my opinion. And then you keep the white concrete and the little circle around, but yeah, if you want, you could always just like swap out the colors. You'll see I started filling up the areas with blue concrete. I think this was a bit easy, or this was actually a pretty easy part to do. I was just looking back at my phone for reference to see what the pictures look like. But yeah, it wasn't really too difficult to do this build, but like I said before I started talking about the cone thing, I am considering joining my brother's and his friend's survival world, and I might start, like I said, a little temporary series where I join there and do some survival content. Yeah, Michael's going to be coming back soon, which is great. I love recording videos with Michael. I do recommend going to some of our early videos. Even though they're not the best videos, you can definitely see I was enjoying my time making videos with Michael, especially the Roblox one and the Fortnite one. Those really made me smile. Alright guys, welcome back. We are from a distance, so you guys could see the top of the wizard tower, which looks pretty clean if you ask me. We're kind of like really far, but if we were to like be closer, as you can see, you could start seeing the details starting to render in a little bit. But yeah, it's like, just like, yeah. I mean, you will probably see in the time-lapse, I'll probably leave it in there, but I do go to my creative world a couple times. I've probably already talked about this some of the time-lapse. But yeah, I go in my creative world a couple times, so you guys could see what the actual thing looks like, maybe, if you were to pause the video at the exact time I go. But yeah. So, now, we just have one last thing left. And that's pretty much just the right wing atrium or whatever, you want to call it. I don't know, but pretty simple. So yeah, let's get to that. So I'm actually going to cut out the time lapse for the right atrium just because it took me a very long time to build, and I don't want you guys to sit through in like a 30-minute video. So we're just going to cut back into the build after I finish everything. That way you guys can just see the finished product. As you can see, it's a, I don't know what you'd call that. I'm going to call it a right atrium or whatever. I think that's what it's called, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you guys could see. I like it. I like how it turned out. I mean, I already know how it turned out because I made it in my creative world. But I like how it turned out in my survival world. It took a little bit to build, and when I mean a little bit, it took a few hours. So yeah, I mean, I would hope I'm happy with how it turned out. It took longer than that. That one, it was a bit more difficult because I had to do, I don't know, they're both like, eh. This one was just difficult to get my pickaxe for, which if I didn't have my pickaxe for this one, then it probably would have taken longer. My pickaxe, you know, it has like the amending, I don't know, that doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. But yeah, you guys can see it from afar. Yep, looks pretty good, and I'll show you guys the inside. Well, the inside's not finished yet. We'll leave that for a future date, but for now, you guys could see the outside looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I did actually forget to cover these with trapdoors, so we'll do that later on. But this ladder and stuff right here is temporary. This is not permanent. I'll just like I have to add that this is not permanent. No permanent ladder here. But yeah, you can see everything's a little bit temporary. Nice atrium. I like how this one turned out. I think it gives us a pretty nice view. I don't know, I might change it up a little bit, that way this is raised up one block higher, and I don't know what I want to put in here though yet. You can see it's a pretty nice view from here. I think I like it. You can see the church we have over there. Yeah, the church does look pretty good all the way over there. Then we got the nice little enchantment room over there, and then you can see all the copper aging in the farm. Yep, very nice. Okay, so come up here a little bit, and we'll probably figure out how to make a better light source other than those glowstones, because they kind of just do look like they're smack there, and they don't really belong in the build. But yeah, so this is the top. I mean, yeah, as you can see, everything's pretty nice, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, look at it. You can see our beautiful world, the big jungle biome over there, which someday we'll have to tackle and build something over there. I know we've got a nice mountain range. The only thing I don't like about these mountain ranges is that they kind of blend into the mesa. So if I were to use a mountain range, it'd probably be that one over there. That one also blends into the mesa. You guys can't see it because it hasn't rendered in yet, but yeah, you can see up here. Pretty nice view. Maybe this will be our new house. Nah, I like our old house. I don't know what I want this tower to be. It's more for cosmetic for now. Probably figure out a use for it. You know, I was thinking that our church actually, I think I might do a villager trading hall rather than a super smelter for now. But yeah, you guys already know what time it is. It's time to do the water bucket emoji, so I'll see you guys up top and we'll end off this episode. Alright guys, now that we're back up top, we can finally end off this episode, but before we do that, I will say that I just want to thank you guys all so much for watching this far. Let's actually take off our boots because we got some good boots now and they're feather falling 4, so I still think I'd die, even though if I were to fall down with the feather falling 4. But yeah, we'll take them off just in case. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like my content, please do consider subscribing to my channel. It does help out a ton. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Water bucket emoji. Dude, I swear, I don't script this or anything, alright? But that was legit my first try. I'm just getting too good at this.